It's Wednesday and I just went on a run. Today we ran about a little over 4 miles, like 4.2 I think. Less than 3 weeks before my second half marathon. So I'm really hungry, so we're gonna make a pizza. Also, this is like the best pizza recipe. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I know I said I probably wouldn't ever do another cooking video again, but here I am doing another cooking video. And tonight's episode is how to make homemade pizza. So I'm gonna show you how to make the dough and all of the other steps to the process. First, as you can see, I have out my bowl. I'm gonna put in warm water, 1 1/3 cup warm water that I just heated up in the microwave, which that seems like a lot of water. But anyways, that much water. And then it says to use Red Star instant yeast, but I ran out of instant yeast, so today I have to use active dry yeast, which we hope that's gonna work. We hope. So we'll put that there. It says whisk the warm water, yeast, and granulated sugar together in a bowl. And it will be 1 tablespoon granulated sugar. And then we have also whisk here. The 1 tablespoon of sugar. And whisk that together. And then it says cover and let stand for 5 minutes. Plastic wrap, we are going to cover this. Right now it's 8:45. We'll let it stand until 8:50. So I just reread the instructions and it says that if you use the active dry yeast instead of the instant yeast, you have to wait 90 minutes instead of 60 minutes for the dough to rise. Okay guys, so next it says to use 3.5 cups of unbleached all-purpose flour. I have this one from Trader Joe's, a little bit left over from this packet, so I'm gonna use this packet first. We're gonna add the flour, olive oil, and salt to the bowl. So it's 3.5 cups flour, 1 teaspoon salt, 2 tablespoons olive oil. Three and a half cups. That might be enough, but we might need a little more. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. 1, 2. Himalayan pink sea salt. Bougie, I know. Now we stir, stir, stir. I put some music while I was doing a transition and I got copyrighted for it, so I might have to incorporate some more singing into my vlogs instead of the music. So it's starting to be more like dough now, which is good because we're making pizza dough. This is what it looks like. Okay, now I'm gonna wash my hands, so hold please. So we have our olive oil here, and so you just do like a little dab of it, and then you can make sure it gets like along the sides of the bowl. Make your dough ball. Then cover it with plastic wrap or a towel or something. Since I use the active dry yeast instead of the instant yeast, it needs to sit for 90 minutes. I'm gonna set a timer. Okay, so 90 minutes is actually 1 hour and 30 minutes. So that's going now.
So 1 hour and 30 minutes from now is actually gonna be 10:30. And so I'm gonna be on the phone with my friend Cesar at 10:30. And so I will be switching it over. And I think I'm gonna save both of these, or I guess freeze both of these in the freezer. You can freeze them for, I don't know how long they last. So I think that's what I'm gonna do with this batch, is just divide it into 2 and then freeze them. The way that you freeze it is you put it into plastic bags, gallon-sized bags, and get the air out of it and then freeze it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do because I don't feel like cooking the pizza tonight, but then again I might end up cooking it tonight. I don't have any meat for it. I just have like cheese and sauce and basil and arugula. Actually, that sounds good. I might just go ahead and make the pizza tonight. We'll see.
In the meantime, now I'm gonna clean up all of this. It's slowly rising. There it goes. For this part, sad but true, I had my external mic hooked up and I forgot to turn it on. So there's no audio for this part of the video. And this audio was really quality. I was on the phone, we had a live audience, and it was a great little segment. I was basically saying how I always beat him in soccer, but he was saying that's a lie. And that's the first lie ever told on my channel. So yeah, anyways, I was washing my hands. The dough finally rose after 90 minutes, and so I was making the pizza. Then I realized I didn't record the part that I meant to record, and so I tried to redo it, and this time I still didn't have the sound on. I still hadn't figured out that there was no audio. So, since I said hi to the vlog again, we redid the whole segment, and it was good, but I didn't have the audio on once again, and so I still didn't know this, so I was just talking, and he was talking, and nothing was being recorded. So I found that out after the fact. Here I was saying now at this point I still didn't realize I didn't have audio in the video, but at this point I didn't really need the audio. I was just putting the ingredients on the pizza crust. I forgot to put olive oil on first before the sauce, but that's supposed to help to make the crust not soggy. And then I was putting the mozzarella and all the toppings on the pizza. I also did arugula and fresh basil from my basil plant. And finally, at this point, I realized the sound had been off, so I turned the sound back on. I had to redo this part because I realized the other part of the video didn't have any sound, but we still have a live audience.
Hola.
The pizza turned out good. It was a 7.5 out of 10. The finished product pizza. Woo! Woo!